Welcome back into the Nexus gaming series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Pepegas on ice with a Tomgen on a new Barak, Torrens to play ETC, Bishop Mist to play Maev, Syl on Jaina, and Ektar to play Anduin. Over on the right-hand side, we got our Locks It In. Tanksta playing Garrosh, Nemesis to be on Leoric. We got Locks on Liana, Klen to play Zagara, and Hart will be on Junkrat. Now, our prediction is going to be, when will Jaina finish base stacking? So, the base stacking is the Frostbite. She needs to deal 12,000 damage. You can actually track it down here in the bottom left of the talent tree or the talent bar. The big thing to note, though, is she's going to go Lingering Chill at level 1, which increases the duration by 2 seconds, allowing her to have a larger window to be able to get to more stacking. So, if you'd like to make a prediction, that is open and available. You got 2 minutes, get them on in while we take a look at our first engagement with Garrosh getting a good toss, Concussion Mine onto a new Barak. Tomgen able to burrow away. You heard Klen and thought Clem and got really confused. Oh, yeah, that's true. There we go. I actually, when I said it, I was like, huh, it kind of sounds like Clem, huh? It is 10 hours. You're right with Baja Rain. Oh, really? Nice. Hell yeah. You enjoyed flipping the tire 500 times? No, that does not sound fun. Sounds like a lot of work. Well, our doppelganger of Clem will spread creep around the map, going from top to mid. Easy double soak coming out from Locks It In and Pepegas on ice. We actually have both teams going and grabbing their fortification camps on the left and the right side of your screen. Down below, you still have Torrens versus Nemesis, ETC. We'll be going into that's Guitar Solo at level 1, or Guitar Hero. So, it's while Guitar Solo's active, ETC heals for 60% of his damage dealt by basic attacks. Basic attacks against enemy heroes increase the duration of Guitar Solo by 0.5 seconds. There are some other augments they can go into Guitar Solo as well, so we'll see if that'll be the case as the map moves on. Alright, we got a nice little gamble going on, everybody. Thanks for taking part in it. We got odds. That's always the big part, too. Like you as always, Ash Mantle. Enjoy your gifted sub for 3 months. Your ad-free viewing. Your amazing emotes. Oh, and it's going to be Speed Metal for ETC level 4. Garrosh is going Groundbreaker, so he's picking up Warbreaker stacks. I guess I said that backwards, but that's alright. Piercing Light for Anduin, and we also have the Arcane Intellect for the Jaina. Nubrak's holding level 4. I'm curious what he's going to be leaning into. Is he going to go into, like, Bed of Barbs or anything like that? Or if it's going to be Shed Exoskeleton for the faster movement speed. He has been thrown around quite a bit by Garrosh, so the movement speed might be nice to have. It's going to be Bed of Barbs, okay. A little bit more control on the ground. Over on the left-hand side, Ektar and Bishop Mist will finish out a camp in the top lane. Nicely timed out, honestly. This is actually pretty good timing, as it's going to get into lane just as the objective phase is up for contest. And they'll be able to kind of push this in already with more beetles, as well as a minion wave, so... Looks like ETC and Leoric are still brawling out in bottom lane. It is going to be a very... Oh, I actually thought... I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm glad I jumped down here. Torrens gets first blood in the solo lane with ETC. The power slide, the face melt, everything was nice on point. Bopping Leoric into place. And there you go, first blood. Paralyzing Rage for Leoric at level 4. Ektar's got one toe on the point, as Anduin's keeping his sword up. Oh, you know what we should do after this best of 3 is we should do a patch review. Should do a patch review and then chuck that up on YouTube. We can take a look at the PTR stuff. Still contest over the first objective point here. Control point A is going to be at 50% for the side of Pepegas on ice, who are looking to get back into the hold, or at least the channel potential, but it's going to be held out as there's the contest from both sides being on this. Garrosh is going to get a Groundbreaker under a few. Do have the Umbra Bind pulling Tanksta back into the team fight. Bionic Grenade comes out. Nemesis with the Spectral Leech trying to drain that hope. Nemesis taking bit of damage. Tanks are getting low as well. Tauren's pressuring on the low side of this, but once again, a bottle grenade is going to threaten that health pool of ETC. They're going to trade the Maiev for Garrosh, but Nemesis will be a follow-up kill. It's a 2-for-1 favoring the side of Pepegas on ice, as the Concussion Mine splits the Jaina, who's now at 2,794 damage out of the 12,000 for her baseline ice block. All right, first objective phase will go over to the side of Pepegas on ice. No, it's 99'd. They're going to let this 99. Some people are going to tap well. Looks like Jaina Ektar. Still have that. This is the level 7, the hammer-on. While Guitar Solo is active, your basic attacks deal 35% more damage. So nice synergy with the 1 and 4 right there. Or excuse me, the 1 and 7. With 10 talents here around the corner, let's cycle through those other numbers. Nemesis mostly focusing under the wave, and Torrens just keeping that hammer on going, just slapping constantly. I need to double check if Speed Metal does anything besides movement speed. I don't know if it gives attack speed or not. I don't think it does. Nemesis will fall here, though. That's going to be a setup from Maiev. Nubrak gets the last little bit of damage. We have Garrosh trying to get out of here. Jaina dropping a whole Blizzard. Tanking quite a bit of damage, but this will be first objective phase over the side of Pepegas on ice. They'll take this Trigla Protector and run it straight to bottom lane. No, they're not going to. Never mind. Looks like the priority is going to be into mid lane. No gunner inside the objective right now, but... I mean, Jaina does good siege damage, but at least you have a gunner, so take it. Ektar and Bishop Mist back in the top lane will continue their best to push up and split soak. 10 talents here at the top of your screen will be Light Bomb, will be Water Elemental, Containment Disc maybe from Maiev. Cocoon from a new Barak. Oh, it's a Stage Dive ETC, okay. And a Warden's Cage Maiev. Wondering if they're considering the Containment Disc into Ana just to lock down the healing and also the healing debuff as well that she can apply. Not going to be the case, either way. 10 talents here on the opposing side in just a little bit. Zagara's already at 7 stacks out of 12 on the Bile Drop. God dang, that's quick.
So that is the
all right.
extent of the protector's
Is it a
power.
presser? Yes, it is. Okay, so I always forget the level 7s because it's some Bloodthirst ability, but different colors do different things. Warlord's Challenge, we'll have the Riptire, Tomb from Leoric. Of course, Ana and Zagara holding. Is it going to be Nidus? I don't think so. I think we see Devouring Maw. I guess a nano-boosted Zagara would be pretty powerful. Wonder if it affects her summons. That's the big question. Not sure if it amplifies the summon potential as well. Oh, it's actually Eye of Horus. Never mind. All right, so we've got Ana the Sniper across the map. I did want to check Speed Metal once again. Allied here to movement speed. Okay, so it's just movement speed. But Nemesis getting chunked by ETC quite a bit. What is ETC's damage? I was about to say, ETC's got the highest heroic damage for his team with nearly 20,000. Jaina and Maiev matching with 11.4. But that's all going to change the rotation to bottom lane. Will yield another kill into Nemesis. 5-1 in kills favoring the side of Pepegas on ice. Invade under the camp. Fortification over to the side of our blue team, as we do have a siege camp into the top lane. Zagara pushes things up over there, looking just to split soak, close that experience gap that has formed through the multitude of kills that have already been found. Klen will be scouted out, but just takes the safe rotation towards their tower, drops a Bile Drop, zoning back and maybe looking for another free stack. Alright. Well, 13 has happened, and Jaina has not finished. Has not finished her baseline stacking. So we'll pay out the bet a little bit later on. Actually, you can just pay it out right now. It is going to be after level 13. It'll be after level 13 because we are post that era. Nicely done. Enjoy your channel points to the 2 people that won. Oops, excuse me. So mid lane gets cleared out. ETC gonna go Encore at 13, so he has more he has stage dive cooldown. All right. I mean, it's also a little bit more chaos in the fight with the extra little boombox that gets dropped down. 12.5. Ektar is waiting for someone to rotate in because they all have items. What about Maiev? Okay, Maiev doesn't. Nearly a full team of items. Hey, that wouldn't be a bad bingo square for Ghillie Shark at bingo night. Everyone holds an item. They probably already have that. I wouldn't be surprised though. Zagara Medusa Blade level 7 or 4 is allowing her to just kind of split the clear onto this wave a little bit faster with the help of her team. God dang. Garrosh looking to rush in, but he's immediately going to be hit with an impale by the Anub'arak. They break the wrist, walk away, and move to top lane. 16 talent here, not here just yet by the side of Pepegas on ice. And this, I mean, you're 2 levels down, so the scaling isn't there, but you're even talent here. You might as well try and make something happen. ETC is actually split soaking right now in the bottom lane. He is showing on map, so they know it's a 4v5. And they're doing a really good job of mitigating Zagara creep. She has really not gotten a lot of creep spread across the map. But then you need item maps. Well, I mean, but I mean in NGS. I mean, well, so if we're talking bingo on that scale, that would be something for NGS, where you're 5 stack and you can all communicate these things. Good entomb onto Ektar. I was waiting to see what the setup was going to be. The Biter Grenade comes out as well. He's immediately shut down the Warlord's challenge. On top of all of that, 2 items are dropped in just a blink of an eye. The members of Locks It In lock in a double kill, and I think they'll get the good chunk of they actually might get Trigger Lap Protector here. They already have 48%, and the death timers are 23 to 24 seconds. So, consolation prize, just try and push up the mid and bottom right now. ETC just doing his best to keep slapping onto the fort. Imposing presence, by the way, level 16. A lot of utility from the CTC. I'm liking it quite a bit. Jaina will be going into the Numbing Blast, so it's going to be a 1-second route. Looking at Ana, thinking to say Jaina.
Blue team has taken control
Or drop
of
5 turrets in a single objective capture point. That would be pretty good, Zig. That'd be pretty good. Anub'arak will fall to Leoric. Sorry, backwards. Leoric will fall to Anub'arak in the bottom lane. God, I am backwards today. Oh, and it's going to be the Big Avs for the Junkrat. Level 13. Didn't notice that at first. Speaking of Junkrat and Garrosh, they'll be pushing in with the Trigger Lap Protector. Sleep Dart immediately woken up onto Bishop Mist. The 16 talents here almost here. Leoric about to respawn in the bottom lane. He'll be able to soak things up and keep pressuring onto ETC. Or at least attempt to pressure onto ETC, because right now it seems like ETC is really... I mean, he still has the highest heroic damage on his team. It's so funny that the solo laners have the highest heroic damage. And it's not by like a small margin. It's a 12,000 difference right now. 12,000 heroic damage difference. God dang, that's wild. Oh, for anyone that's scouting Pepegas on ice, don't give Tauren? Don't give Tauren's ETC. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you give this player ETC. I think there's a fight in mid lane, but this is cooler. Jaina gets a root. ETC actually stage dives into the team fight. He's going to get concussion mined into a Devouring Maw. Tanksta is going to get a whole barrage of healing from Ana with the active reload, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Garrosh is so split from his team. The Cocoon onto Zagara, the Light Bomb from Anduin. Here's a huge containment disc, excuse me, a Warden's Cage from Maiev. So they get the kill into Garrosh. Bishop Mist inside the Entomb of Leoric won't be able to stay alive and doesn't get picked off. Ektar doing his best to keep things healed up. And it will be a 1-for-1. Maiev for Garrosh. Endless nades on Junkrat. We have the Unyielding Despair. Nah, it's Crushing Hope. God dang it. Burning Despair is 20. I always forget where Unyielding Despair is. I think it's 13, isn't it? We can actually... Let's break the game and find out. Why not, chat? Why not? Ah, there it is. Unyielding Despair, yeah. And then you have Burning Despair. I wonder what Leoric's going to go into at 20, honestly. Buried Alive is going to be really good. Probably Buried Alive, actually. Could go Burning Despair for more 1v1 against ETC. But I think the utility of Buried Alive will be a little bit better for the team. But of course, they got to get there. There's still a level and a half difference. 7-4 in kills, favoring the side of Pepegas on Ice as locks it in. Need to lock in a few more kills. And maybe another objective phase coming up soon in the bottom lane. Exactly, forget what. Exactly. Someone saw the joke that I forgot to mention because I got distracted by a team fight. Sorry, parking myself in Discord. Invade before level 20. Junkrat gets the concussion mine onto the point. Maiev should be blasted away. She actually gets the bolt of the wardens out. The concussion mine's still on the point, unactive. LB, Maiev to go down. Zagara is done with her level 1. Excuse me, level 7, sorry. Level 7 stacking has been completed. ETC, meanwhile, in top lane. He's going to keep split soaking and pushing things up for his allies. Such a weird game. Such a weird game with an ETC as the highest heroic damage on a team. Ah, safety stage dive away. Alright. Censure Anduin, Rewind Anubarak, Wintermute Jaina. We'll have the Crowd Pleaser ETC, and that's the Shadow Orb something. Vengeance. It's not Huntress. It's definitely not that one. The Huntress one has kind of a... It's like a glaive, right? That's what Maiev has? Maev's weapon is a glaive? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, can he get out alive? No, he's gonna try. ETC goes down in the bottom lane, unable to get the stage dive out. He had the cooldown reduction from Encore 13, but yeah. I'm more used to Phrases SA. He took the W at 16. Wait, what? Who? What's going on? I'm confused. What's up, Kel? How you doing today, bud? Junkrats with his endless nades will keep poking in here and there as best as he can. 50% rising for locks it in. It is the Buried Alive. Ana's going to go into Armored Stance as well. Increase the Shrike damage by 50% while Aim Down Sights is active. Gain 25 armor. And as always, we like to specify these things because sometimes we get new viewers that don't know the game in and out completely. When it specifies armor, that means physical and spell. I can actually show you right here on the Ana stat bar. You can see that she has spell and physical armor. Now, in Nubrak, you can see that level 40 next to his name actually just disappeared. But he was getting 40 spell armor because of his, because of the Beatles. So there you go, there's that 40 spell armor. But that doesn't matter, the stage dive in from ETC with the Crowd Pleaser, big AoE. He's got 60-20 armor, he had a bit of armor, and it doesn't matter because Zagar is the one to fall. A concussion mine splits ETC away, but he power slides right back onto locks a Riptire from Junkrat coming out. He is cannonballs at 20, so he doesn't have the reset hitting extra enemy heroes with that reset extra oomph. It's gonna be a triple kill as Bishop Mist looks to chase down Heart here. Nemesis trying to cheat a bit of death. Garrosh inside the Triglav Protector will do a little bit of jump action, throw out the Rocket Glove as well. Okay. Triglav does not find much value. It's actually... the team winning the Triglav is losing health on their forward and mid lane. A lot of heroics, by the way, on the side of Pepegas on Ice are about to be off cooldown. Light Bomb, Water Elemental, Stage Dive ETC, and a Nubrak Cocoon as well. On the opposing side, Devouring Maw 14, Riptire on 19, everything else is just about up. Top lane keep from gate going to be worked on right now. Junkrat with his cannonballs and the endless nades still poking. Triglav Protector. It's not going to fall from losing all of its HP. It's actually going to time out. And that is your third Triglav of the game. 10-6 in kills, favoring the members of Pepegas on Ice as we have camps to be split. Tanks to steps up a little bit here, but Anubarak has the anchoring. ETC still with the highest heroic damage on his team by a large margin, about 9,000. On the opposing side, Junkrat's been poking pretty effectively with those cannonballs and the endless nades, so he's over 60,000 heroic damage as we get into the 22 to 21 levels. No extra talents to be picked up, but you still get your percent scaling per level. On your health, your regen, damage, etc. I thought I was on the wrong scene. Well, I do have to point out, Andon was 0 stacks on Piercing Light at level 1. It's not the worst, but just no real value getting achieved by that. So ETC should be able to make it out of this. If he really gets into a bad spot, he's got a power slide, I do believe. He's also got stage dive available. Granted, there could have been a sleep dart or a ground breaker that, or maybe even an entomb that would have canceled that out. You're chilling, how am I? Oh, I'm doing my best. Hanging in there. Trying to provide you all a fantastically fun stream today. What's up, Bandit? All right. Okay. It's kind of just the loft around, or the walk around right now. They're just trying to figure out, all right, what do we want to do? There's no camps to grab, no waves to really shove, so just play it safe and kind of wait for things to come towards you, I guess. I got a message last night, by the way, from one of my friends who works for GDQ. She was telling me that the hosting, there's some changes that are going into the hosting for GDQ, so I have to look into that. I asked her what it was, and she sent me a screenshot of like this big post from the GDQ server, so I just have to read it. I saw it and I was like, neat. Check that later. ETC still split soaking in top lane though. God dang.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
What a game one. By the way, as a reminder, these are best of 3s. We're in NGS. We'll have Ravencourt this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday games will be the last day of round robin, and then Sunday there'll be the best of 5 2x speed show match. And then there's going to be some ARAMs. I'll cast a few, and then I'll play a few. So if you want to join in and beat me up on Sunday, I'll be playing ARAMs. And that's open to everyone. You don't need to be a sub. The Ravencourt is mostly organizing it, from my understanding. I think they're going to run a couple lobbies at a time. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you very much. Appreciate the continued support. It's very generous of you. Thank you for 16 subs in this channel. Okay, ETC gets the camp on the left. We have Lox on the right. Second control point A objective phase. Leoric Wraith walks out, just trying to zone back the enemy. No, oh, he actually does have he has the Ominous Wraith, so he has that damage reduction. No Royal Focus for the cooldown reduction onto his Wraith walk. Oh, I appreciate it, that's really generous of you. Hey, Mr. Jemias. Good to see you all as well. And control point A, the second one, still going over to the side of locks it in. The one cannonball will take that out as well. Okay. Looks like continued poke from Junkrat and Entomb from Leoric, but Tomgen gets a huge burrow in. He will be inside the Devouring Maw. Has that saved him. The containment disc from Maev is coming out as well, and that is just an absolute massacre of health bars. Jaina and Leoric will be traded, and it actually seemed like that was going to go way, way worse for, honestly... Oh, wait, hold on, Tanksta. It honestly seemed it was going to go way worse for Locks It In. I thought there was a whole mess of damage in there, but seems like the healing from Locks has been on point with this Ana. Speaking of, let's take a quick look at the healing. Ana has healed for 70,000, Ektar with about 88,000, rounding on those. ETC has 84,000 self-heal. ETC is almost self-healed as much as Ektar's healed the entire team. Big burrow in from Anubarak here. Lands a triple stun. Bishop missed with the Vault of the Wardens to be able to get away. Locks on the Ana trying to get out of here as well. Tomgen gets picked off from the tower shots. ETC will fall trying to chase down the Junkrat in the top right of the screen who gets the Hearth out, and we have Ektar back on the point. I'm glad you have a good time hanging out here. I really do appreciate that. I already made it halfway. I already made it. I guess you could say I made it just about halfway through that first book of the Southern Reach trilogy that I got recently. It's been really good. Definitely way better than the movie. Like, the Annihilation movie was enjoyable, but God, this book is... It's so weird, the deviations that they took between the story of the book and the movie. One good Leo Cage and it's a win. Well, speaking of, there was a pretty good Leo Cage on Bishop Mist. Unfortunately, Ektar's got his Leap of Faith. Now, he did not go Glyph of Faith, which I don't know why you would do that, Ektar. Huge stage dive from ETC. What? What? What was the what? I looked down at Ektar's talents to flame my mod and... Ooh, yeah, still getting a little low right there. Really? You're going to go Renew at level 16? You're going to go Renew. Flash Shield heals an additional 462 health over, and it scales actually, 480 health over 6 seconds. The duration of this heal is refreshed each time Anduin hits an enemy hero with a basic attack. Yeah, I still think Glyph of Faith is better. any chance I can have to flame Ektar, I will. What's up, Pat? How you doing? Sorry, I was skimming your messages. I agree. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of what I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but the rumor that I heard is that Paul W.S. Anderson played like a few minutes of a Resident Evil game, and that's all that he took for inspiration for the Resident Evil movies he's made. With like Alice and all that. By the way, GG, well played. Locks it in, or excuse me, Pepegas on Ice will take map number 1. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. My bad. GG. Let me go ahead and show score. Yeah, I don't think the director finished the book either. I really don't. Because there's like, I was reading a part last night and I was like, oh, what? I guess my definition of good is Anduin in the cage. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. What's up, Axe? How you doing, babe? Babe. How you doing, bud? Sorry, don't know how to talk today. I'm reading things in chat and mixing my words. Where am I today? Well, I guess, Axe, you're a babe now. There it is. Good plays by ETC. Dude, the ETC was insane. Dude, the ETC was insane this game. All right, give me 1 second really quickly. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna leave you with stats. Sorry, my parents are about to go hiking, just making sure they got everything they need before we go into another game and stuff like that, because I think they're about to get out of here and go. They're gonna go on a trail. Once again, I thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Funny enough. Way to go, dude! Right. So in my stream preview, it when you gift subs, it shows the icon of one of the people you gifted subs to. And Snarfungus is the one, because I know her profile picture from the Girls Gang Squad posters. So I guess you got Snarfungus, didn't you? Yes, actually you did. There, you got Ringtail, you got Penguin, you got Who. Nice, nice. Thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. That was really nice of you, bud. Thank you. All right, that's map number 1. Going over to Pepegas on Ice. Nicely done. Ugh, Seemed like the red team was gonna win there out of nowhere, but it all headed back to the... Yeah, that was actually... It was a really nice turnaround. Big turnaround moment in the mid lane during that Trigla Protector push. But yeah, so far the Annihilation book has been really, really good. It's been hard to put down, so happy about that. But I mean, the movie was entertaining. It's just like, I rewatched it recently and I was like, God, there's so many deviations from the Area X moments to go back and talk about, like, Natalie Portman's backstory character, and like some of the moments are just like, why did we have to go through this? I want more horror. All right, Map number 2. We're going to Infernal Shrines. We'll have a gamble for this. We'll make it once we get everything loaded up. Ooh, there's a Kael'thas. I bet they go Convection. I bet this Kael'thas goes Convection. I mean, it's Infernal Shrines. Think about how much value you can get. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong button, Chris. Kael'thas went globes. Must have been a misclick. I guess we just do a Kael'thas globe quest. See how many globes he picks up throughout the game. How about that? Give me 1 second. All right. It's Infernal Shrines. It's a double soak map. Do we gamble if quest finishes? Oh, for Kael'thas. Yeah, we're doing a Kael'thas regeneration globe quest, but we're gonna do how many globes he gets. It's Infernal Shrines. It's double soak territory. I'm gonna go and say how many level 1 stacks stacks for Kael thoughts. 50 or more, 49 or less. That sounds good to me. 50 or more, 49 or less. It's a double soak map. There's a lot of globes to get. Let's see. I think we're okay on ads. Yeah, we'll skip ads for now. And get into another game. How about it? Let's get into map number 2.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Prepare yourselves. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Pepegas on Ice looking for a 2-0 in this series with Tomgen on a Nubarak once again. Ektar to play Lucio. Sylph to Sylphiras. Sorry about that. Syl on the Kael'thas. Bishop missed to play Mephisto. It's a double mage composition. And Malthael played by Torrens. On the right-hand side, we have Loxodon looking for a map number 3 with Hard on Chromie, Lox on Falstad, Klen to play Joanna, Nemesis on Anduin, and Tanksta playing the Tychus. Big question for all of you is how many regeneration globes? Oh, you can't put thoughts in those. All right, there you go. You can't put the word thought into a Twitch prediction, apparently. Anyways, Mana Act will be the level 1. You get the Arcane Barrier at not level 20, sorry. At 20 regeneration globes. But it's an uncapped quest, so how many globes will he get? 50 or more or 49 or less? The gamble's open for your predictions. Oh! Oh, what is this level 1 for Joanna? Nice save on the Torrens right there from Ektar. We have Divine Fortress, the Gambit. We don't see this. We never see this. It's like, it's always Zealous Glare, and maybe once in a blue moon, someone goes into Laws of Hope. So Divine Fortress, basic attacks grant 10 physical armor for 4 seconds, stacking up to 40. So physical, meaning only autos, no spells. Gain 20% bonus maximum health. So you have 20% bonus maximum health, so that's 3,408 right now, compared to a Nubarax, which is 2,326. Oh wow, we got some good gambles on this one. Some good odds to play already. Yeah, Greek, I agree. I mean, the block, yes. But I think the big thing to remember, too, is the 20% bonus maximum health, as I just compared. if you got more HP, you're harder to burst. Granted, if you're really worried about being bursted, and it's, as I said, a double soak map, why not go into Laws of Hope? Why not grab yourself the opportunity for, you know... I mean, the baseline is you heal for 20% of your HP over 5 seconds, and then it's every 10 regeneration globes is another 5%. 20%? That doesn't sound right as I say it. Either way, the scaling on it's pretty fast. Lucio range assassin hard counter. Oh, Zig, you make complete sense. Oh, I gotta break the game really quickly and find out. I need to break the game and find out, chat, because it's driving me nuts. It is 20%. I was right. God dang. It's like Blizzard's hired me once or twice. Chastise once again from Nemesis. No piercing light at level 4, I was noticing right there. It's going to be Moral Compass, so you get the 1.1 range increase. And also Divine Starfire's basic attacks at heroes close to its apex. Oh no, Twitch is going to try and run ads. This is unfortunate. Huh. Well, that's not good. I thought we were fine on ads. Apparently Twitch lied to me. See if I can snooze out the ads for the entire map. And then we'll run a chunk after this one. Yeah, I think I can snooze out the ads completely. I think I can. I believe I can. Well, it's 10 regeneration globes for Kael'thas 3 minutes in, so Believer's got to be feeling pretty good because he's 1/5 of the way through. Oh, Syl. Able to back away. Kael'thas player fine for the time being. They'll be able to hearth out, get full mana and HP. Lucio. Just doing exactly what I do as Lucio players as a Lucio player as well. When someone's hearthing, I try and heal them up a little bit so that way they have to spend less time in the Hall of Storms. Of course, I only do that when I don't need to be healing someone else, and it's just like, all right, we're not stepping in. Ektar with the speed boost and the healing, kind of mixing it up a little bit here and there, avoiding some of the poke damage from Chromie as Lucio's going to go tap well. Nemesis on the Maltheo will fall. First Blood goes over to Pepegas on ice as Klen getting a little bit low here. Pops the Iron Skin, able to back away. Locks on the Falstead with not a whole lot of mana. Needs to kind of float back and either get full or back away. And yeah, backing away is going to be the smart call here. Kael'thas, by the way, just picked up 4 regeneration globes in the last 4 seconds. He got 2 here and then 2 in lane. He's about to pick up his 5th. Jeez, man. Things are working out pretty good. The communication is definitely there on the side of Pepegas on ice that this Kael'thas needs the globes. Also, to keep in mind, the level 4 from Mephisto works well with regeneration globes. I doubt we see it because Spark of Hate is pretty much the most common 13, especially for a map like this, but I always love seeing the opportunity for Hysteria for the cooldown reduction on Heroics as well. Chromie finishes out her level 1, and we've also got the Morbius Loop at level 7, or 5 for her. Relentless Soldier for Tychus, by the way, at level 7. Sorry, Bandit was chewing on his toes again. Stunned or Rooted grants 30 armor, physical and spell, for 3 seconds. And it doesn't look like there's a cooldown for that. I don't think there is. Doesn't say. Yeah, it looks like it's just whenever it happens. And it's stunned or rooted. So gravity lapse, heavy casters maybe from Lucio, impale or burrow charge from Nubarak. So there's a few things to trigger this Relentless Soldier. I don't hate it, but Melting Point is also really good for the damage over time, especially well into quarterback since you have the extended range and a little extra damage. But it looks like this Tychus player wants to play it a little extra safe. We'll cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, healing, and experience does look like once again. 24 stacks for the Falstead on his Q. Temporal Loop into Bishop Mist. Getting bopped by a grenade. Joanna with the Sins Exposed for the 35% healing reduction. Maltheo pressuring onto Falstead and top with this camp as well, but Lox has got a nice, healthy bar of health. Big surprise on that one. It's really healthy right now, so I don't think the Falstead's too worried. Just kind of clearing by the fort front gate. Yeah, you're going to lose some structural damage or structural HP, but that's fine. Actually, losing out a lot more than I anticipated. Nearly the entire fort front gate and top lane. Also, Maltheo went into Tormented Soul. Sorry, not Consumed Soul. No, wait, is that right? Yes. Yeah. So my brain was thinking like Twisting Nether. I was like, no, that's Shogal. Or I guess Gaul. Phoenix from Kael'thas, a Phoenix that actually does something. We're gonna go ahead and get a Blessed Shield, Light Bomb, I'm assuming Gust, and Commandeer Odin. We could see Draken Laser Drill. This is, in my opinion, a really good map for Draken Laser Drill. You can place it kind of on your side of the objective area and micro it around onto the skeletal defenders, or you can use it as a zoning tool against the enemy. But as I speak about zoning tools, Commandeer Odin can do all these things as well. It also gives you a little bit of armor on top of that, so I don't know. The something diodes at level 20 for the Draken Laser Drill is also really good. The siege potential is bananas. The siege potential, because it's as long as it stays on a singular target, it doesn't matter if it's a hero. So if it's a structure, it has that increased damage that scales up, so. I was just thinking, you know, it'd be really fun is an all ARAM of all Tychus. And everyone on your team goes Draken Laser Drill. Oh, that'd be fun. Alright, we have the Tormented Souls. Malthael pops it, but immediately starts backing away. Falstead's got good push in this top lane. And Lox will start floating on down over here for our second objective. Gonna be an Arcane Punisher. Temporal Loop onto somebody. I think the high five from Lucio is what mitigated that, right? Because it's a 1 second unstoppable. So I5 stops the Temporal Loop from Chromie. Bishop Mist trying to jump in for some poke damage here and there. The Light Bomb from Anduin as the Arcane Barrier is activated onto the Kael'thas, who does fall. And there was a Durance of Hate, but the Leap of Faith kind of mitigates any sort of target blow-up. Like, I think Joanna got the Durance of Fate spread to, but it's Joanna. She's fine. She also hasn't died yet, so let's take a look really quickly on her health scaling. Joanna, at level 12, has 5,000 HP. Anubarak on the opposing side has 3.5, and he's actually scaled up a little bit more. So, when rounding on numbers here, we've got a 1,500 difference in HP between the Joanna and Anubarak with this level 1. Commandeer Odin. What's up, Hostile? Good to see you, bud. Happy Thursday to you. Good Commandeer Odin damage coming in. Siege potential onto the fort front gate is going to be achieved. Or I guess the total annihilation of that fort front gate. Speaking of annihilation, that is what Tychus will be throwing out here and there. Dem onto Malthael. He pops the Tormented Souls. This is an optimal sort of jump here, but of course... Oh no, Anubarak kind of gets baited. Ektar has to come in with multi-high fives. The Durance of Hate will spread to 2. But all these heroics are being used as a disengage tool from the side of Pepegas on ice. And honestly, I'm fine with that. They got a little bit of siege damage in the bottom lane. They took a bit of siege damage as well. Anubarak might be dead here. Yes, he is. Bishop Mist finishes out the Unyielding Power. That does not sound right. It is. Okay. I'm just can't remember anything, and I do, and I just don't remember properly, or I doubt myself. Hope you're doing well, Hostile. Thanks for coming through, as always. Alright. Kael'thas stacking 25, so he's halfway to the bet. Believers have to be feeling pretty good about that, because it's 10.5 minutes into Infernal Shrines, and we still have all... Actually, no, we only have 1 fort to fall so far in the mid lane. I need to get a blanket after this game. I'm freezing. Are you guys excited for the Heroes of Storm PTR patch? It's a sign. Microsoft is going to save Heroes of Storm. Microsoft is going to invest into a MOBA that I still get YouTube comments on that this game is still around. The Ravencourt games just started going up on YouTube, I think like last night, the first weekend. I actually just edited weekend number 2 last night and going to export those to YouTube tonight. I still have NGS games to go and scheduled in there as well. But there was someone who commented on the Ravencourt games like, this game is still around. It's like, yeah, I mean... There's a lot of games like that. Like Age of Empires 2 is still around. Hell, I feel like Age of Empires 2 is more popular than the newest released game from 6 months ago. It's 70 degrees here for you. Nice, dude. It's actually, it's gonna be 72 up here today. It's basically like 70 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the next weeks. Pretty much all of September is that, which is awesome. All right, 16 apiece in our levels. We'll have our third Punisher of the game. This will be our Mortar Punisher in the top lane. Malthea with the Tormented Souls, trying to pressure onto Locks here. The Gust is not good, but Malthea shall be traded. Oh, it's going to get. I thought you were saying that your high for the day is 70. I was like, dude, nice. 70 degrees in Sacramento in September. Hell yeah. Bless shield from the Joanna. A little leap of faith from Nemesis. Anduin applies the Light Bomb to Glenn. There's a ton of damage into Hector, as well as the healing reduction from that Sin's Exposed level 7. No subdone just yet for the Joanna. Does your new place have a good AC unit? I got one of those little like units that you just like put into the window, and you can like move it around the house. So like it's not like a window unit, it's like a floor unit that exhausts out a window. That thing is amazing. Highly recommend that. One has collapsed ducts, then just uncollapse them. I'm sorry, I tested these things before stream.
We're dead.
Okay. IQ, sometimes you just make no sense. Anubarak gets the Burrow follow-up into the Impale onto Chromie. The Gust might just save Heart here, and absolutely it will. The Desperate Prayer, the extra heals onto the Chromie as the Cocoon will connect onto Nemesis. A huge Durance of Hate spreading to 4 players, and that will be a double kill. Joanna loses her first stack of Divine Fortress. And nicely done from Pepegas on Ice, picking up a...
Triple kill!
Mid. What about mid? What? What's up, Greek? How you doing? I don't know if I said hi to you yet today. The ducks are under the house. Okay, then I guess it's time to crawl into the house. The clearance is 8 to 10 inches. Yeah, that's tons of room. Dude, that's so much room. That's nothing. For anyone wondering, if you want to convert inches to centimeters, multiply 1 inch by... So every inch is 2.5 centimeter, roughly. So if any of our European viewers want to figure that out, just multiply the numbers by 2.5. So 6 inches is 15 centimeter. A foot, or 12 inches, is 30 centimeter. So what I'm hearing is you're coming here to do my duct work? If the money's good... if the money's good. I mean, I'm a tiny man. I might be able to fit into there. We can talk about it. Bro, 12 CM is totally average. You'll pay me in food? Nah, I only take exposure payments. Sorry. I like to get paid in exposure. Bishop gets a Durance of Hate, and Anubarak follows in to Joanna. She'll lose her second stack of her level 1 Gambit. So where does this put Joanna's health? I'm assuming it's going to adjust this now for us automatically. She's still 1,300 more than Anubarak. Just get a small child to fix it. That's what they're good for. And you don't have to pay them either. That's a good point, Bearquake. You need your chimney swept? I have a gas little fireplace. I can just flip the switch and be done with it. Burning wood and everything is really nice, and it's fun. But it's so convenient when it's like, okay, I'm done with the fire. Boop. Flip a switch, you're done. Oh yeah, but it's like there's something so nice about it. Like a nice wood fire with that crackle and everything. Oh. And then you forget to open the flue, so the entire house smells like smoke. Yeah. I did that once at my neighbor's house. I felt really guilty, and he's like, it's okay, I did it last week. He's like, I've lived here for like 10 years. I forget to do it all the time as well. 44 stacks for the Kael'thas right now on regeneration globes. Gonna stick around this, I was gonna say, gonna stick around the camp for the globe there. It doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. Gonna help out with this top lane keep. 44 though on the Kael'thas. That's a whole buttload of mana for Kael'thas. 1,350. See, he's gonna get hit with a shield glare. Nubarak gets a high five from Lucio. The temporal loop onto the Malthael. He has no inevitable end, does he? Nah. That's a really good flame strike though from Kael'thas, confirming the kill into the Tychus. The Gust is gonna be a touch too late. Flamethrower value, increasing that range. Oh, did I just screw up my mouse? I think I did. Sorry. No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I had changed my DPI. You do miss your wood stove? Yeah. I actually have the setup for a wood stove in my garage. And I was gonna, when I moved in, I was gonna make my garage like, not like a man cave, but I was just gonna make it like another place where you can hang out. So like in the winter, like I have, like the idea was like have a pool table in there, and then the winter, you know, can play pool with friends in there, and then have a wood burning stove so it's not cold. I've just never had the opportunity to get a wood burning stove. My neighbor that year was like, "Oh, I remove like 2 wood burning stoves a year. I'll put you on my list," and because you can't legally sell a house in Tahoe with a wood burning stove anymore. I guess it's some weird law, so they have to be removed. And I was like, "Oh, I'll just take it." And almost 7 years later, he's never been like, "Yeah, I got a wood burning stove for you." Anyways, 49 stacks for the Kael'thas right now. It's looking pretty promising for our Twitch prediction. 9 to 5 in kills, 22 to 20 in our levels, as Malthael continues to work on a camp on the top left. Mephisto and friends are jumping in here and there. And they still have the vast majority of the skeletal defenders. Malthael chilling just above all this. Kael'thas throws out a Phoenix, getting a bit of damage onto more skeletal defenders. Flame strikes are looking pretty good. The ignites there as well. Malthael gets a good mark with the Death Shroud and will pop his Tormented Souls. The Light Bomb doesn't work out, but it's actually Malthael to go down. The Wind Tunnel pushes back the allies. It's a trade, though, into Tychus. And still, 33 in rising skeletal defenders. We've got core HP going to start dropping, or core shielding about to start dropping. Mephisto lands a double kill with a singular skull missile.
A singular strike.
Lox will go down as well. Alone, Joanna will lose her 3rd Gambit stack, and that is a
Team kill.
It looks like Pepegas on ice, assisted by the Punisher, already with catapults on core, will be moving in, and this is going to be map number 2 in our first best of 3 of the day. Going over to the side of our blue team. Nicely done. Good hold, good play, and good utilization of the double mage. It worked out pretty good for the side of Pepegas on ice. They blew their wads at the right times. Ah. You missed the hot tub? The hot tub is nice. The hot tub is really nice. There's some maintenance that goes into it, but it's not crazy difficult. You fly to Detroit in the morning. What you going to Detroit for, bud? How you doing today, last? Is this for... Are you going to a wedding in Metro Detroit? Was that you or is that someone else? I can't remember. Kael'thas had 53 globes. 50 or more.